and the greatest.
Someone with color. Someone with color. Someone with dash. Someone with.
What is going on, guys? Fatal Krauser here with a Fallout 4 video on Vault-Tec Workshop DLC. Now, I got to play this DLC and I played it all the way through and I got to build some, part of a vault. So I decided to give my first impressions on what I think about the DLC as a whole. Unfortunately, I wasn't too fond of this DLC, and I'll tell you why in this video. Now, guys, remember, this is my opinion on the DLC. You guys may have loved it, some of you guys may have hated it. This is what I think of it, so here's my pros and cons on it. Before I start anything, I just want to say that this footage was taken off on my live stream because I live streamed the whole Fallout 4 DLC on my live stream, stream.me/FatalKrauser. You can click on the link in the description. I almost stream every night. So this is why the footage looks like this, and I muted it because I was playing music in the background of my stream. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get into this. I want to start off by listing up the pros, okay? So one thing I figured out is that you can actually skip the whole thing. You can skip every single mission from the Overseer if you simply just kill her. This right here, I tested it by quick saving, and then I shot her right in the face, and I got a trophy for becoming Overseer and as well as failing all the other missions. But you can kill her and grab all the prototypes from her dead body and just build them yourself, and instead of having to go through these boring side quests. So that's a funny pro. It's like a little hidden thing there if you kill her right away. 2, you have a huge building space to use. Like this vault, when I was going through this vault and going through different areas, I'm just like, holy crap, when does this vault end? Because like this thing kept going into caves, more caves, some more caves. I'm like, holy shit, I can build with this whole area. Like I can use this whole area to build. So you have enough space to build here. You can build as big as a vault as you wanted to with this space. So that is really good that they gave us this huge area to build in. Because if they gave you a small area, that's going to kind of be like a tiny vault. And if you want to build a huge vault, if you want to have a bunch of settlers there living in your vault and have different rooms and kitchens and a diner, for example, you can do that all in this vault. You have lots of material when you finish scrapping everything in this vault. So for those of you who don't have a lot of stuff in your workshop and you're like, man, I probably can't build anything because I have nothing in my workshop. When you finish scrapping everything in this vault, or this area, I should say, this whole area, when you scrap everything you can scrap, you have more than enough building material to continue and start building your vault. And if anything, you can always go back and to different areas on the map and just scrap everything you find, or just pick up all the junk you find and scrap it in your workshop, right? So with scrapping everything in this area, you have more than enough material to start building your vault. And that also adds on to almost everything in this vault. This area is scrappable. When you first enter, there's a lot of junk, there's a lot of shit, there's a lot of rock, there's a lot of limestone, I don't know what it is. There's a lot of shit everywhere. You can scrap almost everything here. With some stuff you can't scrap, which is kind of like, why can't I scrap this? It's a box. Or, for example, like there's a box in the corner and you can't scrap it, and I'm like, why can't I scrap this box, right? But you can scrap almost everything in the vault, so that's really good, and you have more than enough material. So if you already go into this DLC with a shitload of stuff in your workshop, all your old stuff plus the new material from this vault and these areas are gonna be like, you're gonna have so much material. There is a wide range of new items for you to use in your vault, like with the new prefabs, new new hallways, new staircases, new fucking decorations, posters. There's a shitload of stuff for you to use in your vault now. So you can, if you want to make a kitchen, you have tiles and stuff like that, and rooms specifically for a kitchen. If you want to make bedrooms, you have tiles and walls specifically for bedrooms. If you want to make a simple hallway, you have rooms and stuff for a hallway. So you have more than enough to make the ideal vault. If you want to recreate like Vault 101 or Vault 111, you can do that with this DLC. Now some of the cons, okay? The side quests in this DLC were hella boring, in my opinion. They only involved you testing up prototypes with some new settlers that came in, specifically only on Chem, this guy named Chem you meet. But they were skippable. You could simply skip them by hooking everything up to the prototype, putting Chem on the prototype, placing a bed down, and then waiting an hour on the bed. So just using the bed to sleep for an hour. When you wake up, the objective is finished, and that's it. The quest is over, and then you move on to the next prototype. The only quest that had you moving around was when you had to go to Hallucinogen Inc. to pick up some sort of prototype or something for the Overseer. But that's the only time you're moving around. That's the only time you're going to an area. It's not even a new area. It's literally just an area that's already on your map. but they just added, you know, enemies in it, and they added a new item for you to pick up. So the side quests were kind of boring, they lacked side quests, and, you know, going into this DLC, I was told, or I heard that, you know, there will be side quests. You know, it's not just going to be building a vault, there will be side quests, but these side quests just involved you testing up prototypes, so it wasn't really, you know, that fun. Sometimes when you're trying to build your vault, you'll realize that you can't connect certain wall pieces or something like that, or some walls will not connect on, like, it will not auto connect or auto snap, leaving your room you're building looking a little deformed, or having no roof, for example, or having no flooring, and you're just there like, really? Like, I just wasted all this time building a room, and now I can't place the one wall I need here to connect the whole room. And it just gets really frustrating, really annoying. And you could do the rug glitch, but, you know, the rug glitch only can help so much, and some of the walls might look like they're popping out more than others, and it's a huge mess. I don't see why you can't snap these walls together. You also can't connect a vault piece to a piece with a vault doorway in the end. So if you have one of the hallway prefabs that has a doorway at the end of it, and you put a vault door there, you can't connect anything past that doorway. So pretty much you just have a door that opens up to nothing. Meanwhile, you want the door to open up to a room. You can't connect anything to that doorway, so you're just left there wondering, well, now what do I do? How do I continue building a room? Do I have to just take the doorway off and just leave it open door? Yeah, that's pretty much what you have to do. You have to leave the doors open. Well, from what I know, you just have to leave the door open, and that's it. You can't have doorways. And finally, there's no new companions in this DLC, unfortunately. You know, I understand they're saving for the big one, the, you know, Nuka World. They're gonna save all the good stuff for that. But come on, man. Like, we all remember the Fallout 3 DLCs and the Fallout New Vegas DLCs. Like, these were really story-driven DLC that brought you in new areas every time. Like, every DLC brought you to a new area, and you had new companions. You had a bunch of side quests to do, new enemies. The Fallout 4's DLC were just like, here, you can build some more, pretty much. Like, that's it. It was like, majority of it was based on building some more. Well, instead of, you know, the story. We had Far Harbor, which is awesome, and then we had Nuka World, which is going to be amazing, I hope. But, like, that's just 2, and the rest were just based on building. So there's no new companion. You do have the Overseer, but after you finish all the quests, she decides to leave. She just says, okay, my work here is done. You can be the Overseer now. I'm leaving. And you have a speech check that you can pass for her to stay. But if you're like me, you probably failed it, even though my speech is 100. For some reason, I failed the speech check. And then she's just like, all right, well, yeah, sorry, you can't convince me. I'm leaving. And she walked away. But you all know me. I ain't letting this bitch walk away, so I shot her in the back of the head, threw her body behind my vault, somewhere in a cave. I threw her body behind my vault, and I was like, you ain't going nowhere, bitch, okay? You're staying right here. So, that's my first impressions on Vault-Tec Workshop. To list everything out again, pros, you can skip the whole thing by killing the Overseer. You have huge building space to use, multiple building areas, lots of material to use after scrapping everything. Almost everything is scrappable, a wide range of new items to use, and build your perfect vault. For cons, side quests were boring and fairly easy to pull off. You can literally wait an hour by sleeping on a bed to have Kem complete his objective. A lot of connecting issues when trying to build your vault, leaving your vault looking a little deformed. You can't connect a vault piece to a piece with a vault doorway, and no new companion at the end of this DLC. You do have the Overseer, but she decides to leave afterwards anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if this helped you. If you guys don't have the DLC, if you guys are planning on getting the DLC, I hope this kind of helped you decide whether you want it or not. It's really cool building a vault, but with the whole connecting issues, I don't really see it being worth it that much. If they release an update where they make it easier to snap everything together, then yes, it's 100% worth it. But for now, I don't see it being worth it. You can't even build your ideal vault without, you know, glitching or without it glitching on you. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Fatal Krauser out.
I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my god, I'm coming with the goodness. Acting like I ain't been in it, like I ain't been pushing my limit. Hold up, wait up, get your weight up. PLP, but fuck around, get the fade up. They shit is made up, straight up. Call me Bobby Tarantino, living on the level, and I'm prophesizing everything we know because of the internet. I made $1 million and another $1 million. That's where the game be.